Hello and welcome to Hybrid English 101, Critical Thinking and Academic Writing. A hybrid course means that you will meet with your instructor in the classroom part of the time, and the other part of the time you'll be working on the class independently on your own using computer resources. This orientation is designed to get you started, to show you how to navigate through the course, and to give you some tips for success. The most important tip is to be in contact with your instructor. You will be meeting with him or her every week, so it is very important that you always attend those classes and that you bring your questions to class. When you are not with your instructor, you will be expected to navigate the course on your own. So let's go through the course and show you some of the features. When you first look at the course, you will see a welcome message. It will also list the book that is required for the course, including the title and the authors. You, of course, can go to any campus bookstore and provide the course title and number along with your section number, and the staff there can also help you to purchase the book. When you're done reading the welcome message, go to the content area. This is a very important area of the course. If you are ever lost or not sure where to go, you can always click content at the top of the page, and it will take you to the home page where all of the topics are listed in the course and you can easily navigate. The first thing you want to do is to go to the Getting Started area. There you will see your instructor's information as well as several key documents that are important to the course, including the syllabus, various policies, a list of all the required graded assignments, and most importantly, a daily or a weekly calendar. To navigate through the course, you will simply click on the first document, and after you've read it, you can navigate by using the arrow buttons in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. If you click right, you will go forward in the class to the next item. If you click left, you will go back to the previous page. So it's very easy for you to progress step by step through the course by clicking that right arrow at the top of the page. I want to spend just a moment showing you the calendars. Your instructor may choose one or the other, or perhaps give you a choice of both. The daily calendar lists every day in the course. It will show you what you will do in the classroom time that you have together and what you are expected to do outside of class, broken down day by day. It will also list the key assignment due dates that you must adhere to get full credit for your assignments. So if it is helpful to you to know day by day what you need to do to stay on track, this is a good calendar for you. The other calendar is a weekly calendar. This also lists what you will be doing in class each week, but it lists the assignments as a block so that it doesn't break it down day by day, simply week by week. So if you would prefer to have simply a weekly overview where you know what you'll be doing in class and you know what is expected of you outside of class, then the weekly calendar may be what you would like. Again, your instructor may require one or the other, and so you would always want to check with your instructor. So as you click through the arrow buttons, you will go through the items one by one in order, including various resources and other information that may be helpful to you. Eventually, as you scroll through the Getting Started materials, you will actually go to the first content area, which is Unit 1. The course is divided into 4 units. Each unit requires you to read chapters in the textbook and take quizzes or tests on them. It requires you to learn various writing skills and apply those in writing assignments, and do other activities that are related to the content that you will be exploring. Your instructor, of course, will guide you through all of these content areas. But as an online student, you can see that each unit provides an overview of what the unit is about and the different assignments that you will complete. Each assignment is also listed for you to work your way through. Again, your instructor will probably clarify and explain them in the classroom sessions, but you can simply go through them. There's a video tutorial on how to submit assignments, so you can view that. And then after you've done that, if you use your right arrow, you will go to the first assignment and read the instructions and all the associated materials, and then submit your assignment. Again, if you're ever in doubt, you can always go to the content area and you'll be back to where you can see the full listing of all the assignments. So as far as tips for success in a hybrid class, I think the number one tip, as I've already mentioned, is to make sure that you attend every classroom session. It's very important that you bring your questions to class and that you communicate with your instructor. Of course, you need to get your book right away, since you will be reading through a large portion of that book and being tested on it. You need to make sure that you do not procrastinate. So you want to make sure that you follow your instructor's calendar and that you are on time with all of your assignments. I think if you follow these tips and that you navigate properly through the course, you should have no trouble in completing Hybrid English 101.